Injury prevention and building a strong, resilient body is one of my top priorities for you. And when you use kettlebells properly, those goals will be achieved. So I've come up with the perfect warm-up sequence that you can use with your kettlebell. Always start your kettlebell training with this specific warm-up sequence. It's going to get your nervous system, your joints, and your muscles on the same page. You're going to build up that hip hinge, activate your core, and stretch typical tight areas before you start training. Check it out. Using a kettlebell you're comfortable with, hinge at the hips, pick it up safely, secure it at chest height, tuck the elbows in, hinge back with the hips, stretching out the hamstrings, keep the feet flat, and then stand nice and tall. Break at the hips, stand nice and tall, reset that posture every repetition. Your core stays tight. You inhale as you hinge back, exhale as you stand up tall, and your feet stay flat on the ground. Transition into goblet squats. Widen up the stance, sink into the hips, line up the elbows with the knees. The kettlebell stays in the exact same spot. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you drive your legs through the ground. Zip up the stance around the body pass. You're in a standing plank. This will loosen up the shoulders and chest, 5 each side. Stay tight, but breathe. Ditch the weight into the plank. This is the beginning variation of the plank. Hold for the suggested amount of time. If and when this is too easy, perform 20 shoulder taps instead. Little to no movement in the core. Stay nice and tight. We are activating the midsection and preparing our body for the training ahead. When that's too easy, perform the single arm plank for the suggested amount of time. Be sure to do both sides. Finally, into the glute bridge to stretch out the hip flexors and activate the glutes. 5 high tension bridge, driving down with the heels, being really focused on activating those glutes and stretching out the hips. This is your warm-up sequence.